Hey guys, today I'm going to be starting my first command series. If you don't know much about commands, this series will teach you everything you need to know about commands. Well, not everything, but like a lot of the major stuff that you need to learn to like do the things that I do. Um, that's it. Let's get started. So the first thing we're going to be talking about in this series is slashes. For example, I'll use the slash right here, and it'll show me like a bunch of commands that I can use. It'll give me options, but what I want to use is like right now the slash give. So slash give basically will give anyone a specific item that you want them to have or of your choosing. So right now I can do slash give at self, which is at s. And since this is a command series, you want to do slash give at s command underscore block. And I have a command block. So you might be wondering, what is a command block for? A command block is basically just you giving a machine a task and telling it what to do while you're not controlling it. You're just setting in an input and it's giving you an output, technically. But for example, say if I just summon the cow. Okay, boom, I summoned the cow. That was me summoning the cow though. So the difference is if I do slash summon cow inside of the command block, let me get myself a lever so I can turn it on, or a button. Yeah. The command block summoned the cow. It wasn't me that time. So me and the command block are completely separate entities. We're not the same, if you're getting it. Okay, I don't want to just jump into stuff without explaining it first. So I'm gonna move on to the type of command blocks. So the first type of command block you see right now is just a regular command block. It's an impulse command block. Basically, it'll only trigger once. So if I do always active, which means the command block will always be on, it doesn't need redstone. It'll only go once. It will never activate twice. It'll only activate once. So what we can do with the impulse command block is basically just set up a redstone contraption or something redstone related. Like for example, this button. If I place it over here, just get some redstone and just press it. It'll summon a cow. And it's only summoning a cow because I have the summon cow command inside of the command block, by the way. Personally, I'll never use an impulse command because I never use redstone. I only use chain and repeat. So impulse commands are barely useful, and you should actually never use them unless you're doing something simple like this. So yeah. All right, wait, these cows are annoying, bro. Okay, so the next thing we're going to be talking about is repeat command. I'm skipping over chain because chain, I don't really talk about that right now, but yeah. The repeat command basically is not like an impulse command that only activate once. It'll activate as long as it has energy or always activated. So when redstone like is activated to it, it'll only stop when the redstone stops. That's it. It'll only stop when the redstone stops. It's not like an impulse command where it'll just go once and then not activate, and then like there's no wait time. See, look, a bunch of cows just came out of there. Do it again. See, it's better showing you than telling you, because kill them now. So the clear difference between an impulse and a repeat is that a repeat will go multiple times while impulse will only go once. That we can do with a repeat command is basically, say if you want something to go for a very long time or basically forever, you just put on always active. And I'm not going to do that because it'll crash out my entire game. But yeah, if I put on always active, it won't need redstone to activate, and it will basically go on forever. Actually, I'll do it just for the fun. Yeah, this is what I'm not gonna. No, I gotta delete. So now, moving on to a chain command block. Basically, I cannot use a chain command block without another command block behind it. So here's a chain and an impulse. The chain will always need to be facing the way the first block is facing. So the chain will always react to the first block. So say if I want slash summon cow, and you always want to make a chain always active. Always have a chain is always active. It will never activate on its own. It can't. So always active, and I want this to be slash summon like chicken. Okay. I'm gonna put a button. So when I press this button, the chain will react from the impulse. And boom. But say if this wasn't chain and it was only two impulses, it will only summon the chicken. Say if this was repeat. Oh shit. Did not happen. But to not make that mistake, when you're changing blocks, always make sure that the block is off, because I had always active on a repeat command, and you do not want that. But I'm going back to chain, always active, boom. Okay, so clearly, when I press the button, chicken and the cow. So say if you want more, I'm just copy this. Say if you want more chain command blocks. Once again, it has to be facing the way of the other command blocks. So I'm gonna keep summoning do one more. Okay. Now if I press the button, it summoned 4 cows and 1 chicken, because the chicken is in the first command and the chain command blocks are the cows. So that's as simple as it gets, to be honest. So what can I do with this? Say if I want something to happen, and I want, when it happens, another thing happens. So I'm like, well, this is the clear example. This is the clear example I can give. Okay, yeah. Okay, obviously I was just playing, but I can do slash effect, which is basically giving someone an effect like poison or something. That's an example. But if I do slash get effect at all, slowness 1 second and the power of 1, and then I do true. Well, actually I don't really do true, but slowness 1, and then I do slash effect at all jump underscore boost 1 5. Yeah. All right, so now I press this button, I have slowness, and I have jump boost. The thing is, if I turn this off, if I turned it into an impulse again, I will only get slowness. I will not get the jump boost because it's not reacting to the button. It's not activated. But when I turn it back, boom, I get jump boost again. And that's basically what you can do with these two. But say if it was like a repeat command, it lasts, like it have a little bit more duration. It lasts a little bit longer. See how it's spamming in chat? Boom. And that's about it with these commands. Pretty sure that's the end of that's the end of the first lesson, which is pretty good. Bye.